Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome, I'm Stefania. Today's video is gonna be a flip through of my reading journal. I'm gonna show you my pages after the month of April. I know I'm incredibly late, but I've already explained why I'm so late in my Plan With Me video for the month of May, my reading journal, that basically came out, I would say, in June if I don't remember it wrongly. So I'm not gonna explain everything all over again. I'm gonna try to make this video a little bit shorter than my previously flip through. At first I wanted to do April and May together, but I'm gonna be honest, I still have a book or two from May to finish, so it's just gonna be all about April. As always, I'm gonna start with the yearly pages. I really like how this page is coming alive, I would say. I've colored 7 books because I've read 7 books in April. A good number, I would say, for me, but at the same time it wasn't that amazing month. I've managed to read a book that then was turned into a movie, and a book that has been written by someone who, for me, was a first time. Like, I've never read anything by this person at all, so I'm happy because I managed to read each single day, and there have been a few days in which I've read more than 100 pages, so extremely happy about it, even if I'm not so happy about the books that I've read. But we're gonna talk about that a little bit later on. So these are the books that I've read in April. As you can see, it wasn't an amazing month. There wasn't a single book that got 4 or 4.5 stars, so yeah. The books that I've read this month are these 7, and as you can see, there were several 3 stars, 2 3.5 stars, but it wasn't a good month like the previously months, I would say. My book for this month was The Nightingale. I've decided to read it because they're gonna come out with a movie pretty soon, I hope. I mean, because of COVID, they kind of postponed the shooting things and everything, and so I don't know, but I was excited about it. So I've decided to read it for that main reason. And as you can see, I've also had the one from March, which was missing. My series tracker, which, well, I've already updated with what I've read also in May in part, so technically this should be still all white because I didn't read them in April. The books that I've read in April are these. I've updated this page with a few books that have been suggested to me, but not all of them. I'm always late with this page. I should find a way to make it work a little bit better, I would say. Anyway, reading stats, I've managed to read 7 books. 4 of them were ebooks and 3 were physical books. And I've managed to read 2004 pages. Then there are always the same pages which are still white because I'm gonna update it by almost the end of the year, I would say. And then it's finally time to talk about April. As always, the Plan With Me video is already online, so in case you missed it, go and check it out. April monthly view in my reading tracker. I'm gonna be honest about the monthly view. I've started noticing that it's not really working that well. Like, at the beginning of the year, I was always starting and finishing a book, and then I was almost never starting another book on the same day in which I was finishing one, so I had plenty of space to write the title. But I've started finishing a book and starting a new one on the same day, and so as you can see, for example, here on the 4th, I finished a book, started and finished another one, and started another one, so I had 3 titles to put all next to the 4th, and there was not enough space. So I'm gonna probably change it a little bit, so maybe I'm gonna just put all the numbers and not divide the page into, I would say it. My reading tracker, as always, I color how many pages I've read, and then I write the correct number next to it so that I won't have problems understanding. For example, this one, I will go here and I know it's between 110 and 115 pages, but I won't be sure exactly how many, so thanks to the fact that I write the right number here, I can know it for sure. Books of April, so I've put them here, and this was also the last month in which I've only used 2 pages. At first I tried not to add too many stickers and it was a little bit and so yeah, I've decided to change it for May. In case you missed the Plan With Me video of May is also online, so you can see what I've decided to change here. And then my April review page. I've read 7 books, 3 of them were physical books, 4 were ebooks. I gave a total of 22.5 stars, which is not that high if you consider that I've read 7 books. Bingo, I've read a book that was turned into a movie, and a book by an author that I've never read anything of. I don't know if it makes sense how I said it, because honestly, even how I've written it down in Italian is not really the best way. But anyway, I've read 2004 pages. Absolutely no for Love and Other Words. I've read for 30 days, which means every single day, and my favorite book was The Nightingale. As always, before I move on, I'm gonna tell you that I won't give any spoiler about the books, so it's gonna be really a fast flip through. I'm gonna try to explain maybe why I didn't like one or liked one. Like, I'm gonna try to explain something, but not too much because I don't want to give any spoiler. The first book of the month was Love and Other Words. I've seen so many good reviews about this one that I was really excited. Instead, for me, was that I was really let down by this book. Personally, I didn't like it at all. Not at all. I'm sorry, but as always, it's my opinion, so everyone has their own opinions about books, so you should respect everyone, but for me it was definitely a no. And the sad thing is that not only I didn't like it that much, but I really didn't like it. Like, I think I gave it 1.5 stars, so a star and a half actually. I didn't give only 1 star because I've decided to keep the 1 star for books that I won't even be able to finish, so a big no. Anyway, personal opinion, so I know a lot of people loved this book, so anyway. The second one was Evidence of the Affair. I really liked the washi tape that I've used, by the way. It was, I started reading this one and I didn't know it was that short, so I started and finished it in a single day, so it's really fast to read, I would say. The only thing that I really didn't felt it is probably because it was all through letters. So I was feeling the missing parts, I would say. So in the moment in which the 2 characters weren't writing to each other, you didn't know what was actually happening. You could use imagination, though, I don't know, I kind of felt the missing parts, if it kind of makes sense. Still, I liked it, not a huge like, but it wasn't a no, but it wasn't even that huge yes, the big yes of excitement about it. People we met on vacation, I think that I was a little bit here and there. Like, my main problem was with Alex, the main character, because I don't know, I really didn't felt him, if it makes sense. So it kind of let me a little bit down on that side. My main problem was the characters, I would say, here. But I really loved the idea of saying I love to travel because of the people that you met, and not because I just love to travel. Like, I think that this is definitely something amazing about traveling, meeting new people. So that part was pretty amazing as a message to spread. But I didn't felt this one that much as well. So I don't know, probably it was a no month for me. Like I've managed to read every single day, but it was hard to find a book that was really, let's say, stealing my heart and soul. The Nice Circus. This one was a little bit poor according to me. I'm sorry. You're gonna read pieces from a year, then you're gonna read something from a few years after, then you're gonna go and read things about a few years earlier. So it's gonna be a whole this jumping through time that I really don't like, especially because in this case for me it was just creating confusion. Maybe it's my own personal opinion, but that's it. I also didn't felt any characters. It was also hard to follow all the descriptions because the circus is described in different chapters while you go back and forth, and the problem here is, according to me, that there wasn't really a strong story behind. I'm sorry, probably it's my own opinion because I've read a lot of amazing reviews for this one, but I really didn't felt it. Then I've decided to read The Hating Game, which was the book that then was turned into a movie. What I'm saying is, as always, the photos of all the books that I've used in the spreads aren't made by me. As always, I'm gonna try to link everyone in the description. Okay, what can I say about this one? Is I don't know, it's really predictable. Like, since the beginning I knew I was going. I don't know if it has something to do with the fact that lately I started reading more fantasy, and maybe I would say that love stories are starting to be too much predictable. I don't know if it makes sense, but it's kind of sad because I've always loved this kind of books, and now I felt like this one wasn't really taking me anywhere. It's sad to say, like, yes, it's lovely, and the idea behind it, it's pretty good. The problem is that I predicted almost everything. I'm looking at my incredibly horrible strawberries, but it's okay. I didn't even feel that much the characters. I would say that since I didn't like that much the book, like, yes, I liked it, but not to go crazy over it. I'm not even sure I'm gonna really watch the whole movie. Like, my main point wasn't for the bingo situation to read a book that was turned into a movie and watch the movie. But after I've read this one, I'm not so sure I'm gonna watch the movie at all, honestly. The Nightingale was my 5 stars. You're gonna find a lot of amazing reviews and a lot of bad reviews. According to me, it depends on what you think you're getting yourself into when you decide to start the book. Let me explain it. I've decided to read this one because when I've read it, I didn't pick it up to read something about the Second World War, but to read about these 2 sisters. Like, that's how I've decided to read the book. Of course, if you wanted something more about the war itself, probably you would be disappointed by this one. But if you don't go into this book with that, then probably it's gonna be an amazing one for you. I really loved the 2 sisters. They are completely different from each other, and they definitely grow through the book. I really love that. And my last book was I don't remember the English title. I'm sorry, by Tilly Cole. I'm pretty sure I say it wrong, and I'm sorry as always for my pronunciation. And I'm sorry because, as always, I never got names right. Anyway, I was a little bit with this one. What does it mean? That as I started reading it, I've kind of understood a lot without even going through far in the book. And then I've started to see too many things in common with her previously book, which probably wasn't the one exactly before she's one, but that I've read, which was A Thousand Boy Kisses. There were too many things that were almost the same, I would say. So that kind of disappointed me a little bit. So this was my month of April in my reading journal. As I've said, I was pretty much let down with the books I've read, but it's okay. You know, in May, things went definitely better. Let me know if you've read one of these books or more, and what you've read in April, even if we're in June, so let me know it. And I hope to see you soon with the May flip through, but I'm still not sure about when I'm gonna post that one. Sorry, I'm late and I know it. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumb up. Remember to subscribe for more videos like this one. And if you have any requests, write it down in a comment. See you next time. Bye!